Hello, everyone. Tashina Gonzalez, your favorite holistic business coach. And I'm here with our regular home based business chat class. I have not had that many classes because I've been traveling the world, and it's part of my story. And it's because of the home based business that I get to do that. So I'll go ahead and right away start sharing my screen. And let's get into slideshow mode. So yes, this is why now is the best time to start a business and why home-based business might be a great place for you to start. So jumping into my story. So I am still an automotive professional. I love it. I live in the state of Michigan, so there is someone you are related to that's in some form of automotive here if you live in the state of Michigan usually. Um, but when I go back to what I always wanted to do is I just really wanted to help people. And thankfully the jobs that I've had in the industry recently, supply chain, and now in facilities management is a lot about problem solving and coaching other people and standardization and efficiencies and getting things where they need to be. And I do a lot of helping people, but a lot of it is indirect. And I don't feel like I'm always using my skills, but for now, it's an amazing job. I love what I do. I love my team. And we do get to make a difference very often. But when I was younger, one of the things I really wanted to do was be a teacher. Um, and I literally was in college and I stood there and I was like, teacher, business is going to make me more money. And I got a general business degree. I have a bachelor's in business administration, marketing, which I thought would be a little bit creative and fun, international focus, as well as a minor in Spanish. And I envisioned myself, I knew someone that had a job that was an international product manager, and their job was to introduce products into new markets um, internationally. So I learned about different cultures, fluent in Spanish, understand a few languages. That's what I envision myself doing. And it's very different than what I actually do. Although I have got to use my Spanish to be in Mexico. But when I think about it now, 7.5 years ago now, an amazing company, a home based business came into my life. And it came into my life because I was looking for solutions. I was very, very, very physically unwell, being fairly young. And when I talked to everybody else in their 30s, they were also very unwell. They all had body pain, they all had hormone issues, they all had gut issues. In addition to that, had skin issues, I had allergies, I had asthma. And because of all the things I was experiencing, I was on 7 different medications. I started to also have mood issues, depression, lots of different things going on. So I was truly just looking for a solution to that. I had no clue, never would have thought a company that started based on essential oils would be that solution for me. I never thought that a bottle of essential oil would do what it did, but reluctantly went to a home party someone was having. Pan was placed on my body and my life was radically and drastically changed. And it was changed because of number one, I got into this amazing education system, an education system that you are taking a part of now, um, where individuals teach, but also I get to learn from naturopaths, I get to learn from doctors. And it motivated me so much that now I'm certified in life coaching and aromatherapy and easy and achievable weight loss and communication skills and just all these different things so that I can help businesses. And so I refer to myself as a holistic business coach because I help corporations, businesses, nonprofits, busy professionals, and entrepreneurs up level their businesses without getting stressed out. And so I have the marketing skills. I can help you set up your business plan. I can help you do all of the things, look at your profitability, give you branding advice. I can help you do all of those things. But at the same time, we're going to learn some deep breathing. We're going to learn mindfulness. We're going to learn how to eat right. We're going to learn what is the best way for you to eat. We're gonna get you on an eating plan where you weight is just gonna drop off for you. We're going to make sure that you have the right supplementation. And now I just was on an international trip. And so the reason I was on an international trip and why this bottle of oil has been so life changing for me is because it's also taken me on my greatest adventures that I have ever had. My greatest adventures that I ever had. When I actually started in this, I was actually married and I had goals to travel, but we didn't meet a lot of those goals. And when I did travel, I never traveled by myself. I never felt myself to be a person that traveled well by myself. But then my husband left in 2016. And so the only choice was for me to travel by myself. And so I literally just went on my greatest adventure because I decided to go to the European convention of the company that I represent in order to understand that market better, to meet some people, to support one of my team members that wanted to go. And I was like, I'm going to take advantage. So I went to the lavender farm in France. I went to the cistus fields in Seville. I also was able to take pictures outside of the branch offices of the religious organization that I was a part of and make tons of friends when I went to worship service in different cities. And that was amazing too. And at the beginning of the trip, I had somebody drive me around and then I Ubered a lot. And then uh, when I was in Lisbon, and then in Seville, I did some walking and Ubered some. And then Madrid, I did a lot of walking. And Valencia, I even mastered taking the bus, which is something that's difficult to me. So it's just been amazing. When I reflect, I would have never thought that, I could have never imagined, could have never dreamed that being a little bottle of oil would take me on some of my greatest adventures. And that's not the only adventure. I've been to the farm in Croatia. I've been on an Alaskan cruise. I've done so many things because of this bottle of oil. And we will dive into how that relates to a home based business. So, with that, let me pause the storytelling and jump into the details. So, I just love this slide. This is a slide that I start with because what I started with was why is now the best time? And these are companies that were created between 2008 and 2010, and we have had some issues, y'all. You know, we've had some issues in the past few years. I'm doing this in September of 2022. A lot of small businesses were affected by 2020 and 2021, but a lot of businesses thrived as well. And these are companies that were created because they fit a need in our last recession in 2008 to 2010. So I want you to take a look at this and tell me, how many of these companies do you recognize? I personally recognize all of them. How many do you use? So I use WhatsApp all day long, every day, posting my WhatsApp statuses. It was the best way to communicate with people when I was out of the country. It's the best way to communicate with people when I'm here and communicating with others that live in other countries. Instagram. I'm an Instagram influencer. Instagram pays me to create reels currently. So I use that every day, all day long. Venmo is a payment system that I use once in a while. Square is also a payment system that I use, and you probably use it very regularly. If you go to your local coffee shop, they have this white checkout thing that you can swipe yourself. That is created by Square. Groupon, love me Groupon. Groupon is one of the ways that I will find me some new self-care stuff, discounted. Love it, love it, love it. Pinterest, most women love, love, love Pinterest. I'm not that into it outside of the fact that sometimes I get some pretty cool quotes from there, graphics. And Uber was the way that I traveled all around Europe mostly when I needed to be somewhere at a very specific time because I did master the bus public transportation when I was in Valencia and I was proud of myself, but I rarely do that usually. And so I'm usually Ubering all over the place. So, home based business, we're talking about in particular network marketing. And we know, we want to be honest, we understand that network marketing has left a bad taste in a lot of people's mouth. And there's a reason why. It's not always been approached in the right way, just like car salesmen, perhaps, just like some lawyers. But there are some benefits. And what are those benefits? You can build a part-time anytime. So I did do some classes while I was out of town. I will do some classes when I'm out of town coming up. You can build it from anywhere. I can do it. I was connecting with I have teams all over the globe. I have teams in Africa. I have teams in Europe. I have teams in South America. I have a couple teammates in Asia. I got a couple more places I got to build. I got to get some in Australia and I got to get some in the Caribbean for sure. But I have teammates all over the world because they can build it from anywhere. And I love that fact. You can launch it for as little as $500 to $1,000. You usually will have, we're talking in general, you usually have some type of starter kit and some education that you need to do. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself because business partners have a vested interest. I want more than anything for my business partners to get to a place where they're comfortable in their business. That's what my goal is. You can create enough tax deductions alone to make it worthwhile. You can learn it while you earn it. A week after buying my starter kit with my particular company, I was able to start sharing with people, and the next month I got a check. You can earn an extra 500, 1,000, 5,000 or more a month, and we've done these classes with individuals that are at all of those levels. And with time and success, your income will be produced by hundreds, perhaps thousands. And that's my ultimate goal. I want to affect it directly or indirectly, mostly indirectly, a billion lives. And so this is one of the vehicles that I'm able to do that with. So why health and wellness? Because you can choose network marketing and you can choose to do jewelry, or you can choose to do some bags, or you can choose to do specifically just makeup. But why would you want to be in health and wellness? Well, the global wellness market reached approximately 4.4 trillion in 2020. And we saw some statistics actually at the European Convention of what, in specifically, the essential oil market is going to do as well. And it's also a growing, a large industry. The health and wellness industry growth rate is 9.9%. So it's going up. It's going to continue to go up. The wellness economy is projected to reach nearly 7.0 trillion by 2025. So how much of that do you want? And the health and wellness industry is so diverse. It includes healthy eating, nutrition, and weight loss, mental wellness, personal care, and beauty can still fit into clean beauty, can fit under health and wellness, physical activity, public health, prevention, personalized medicine, spas, wellness, tourism, and workplace wellness. And thankfully, the company that I represent touches every single one of those. So that brings us to why Young Living. Why have I choose to be with Young Living? Why have so many other hundreds of thousands of people chosen to be with them? Well, Young Living owns their own farms. So this makes their standards like better than anything else. I have visited 3 of their farms at this point in time, and I intend to go to more. They have industry-leading research and testing. Their seed to sale promise is unmatched in the industry. So they have better than organic standards. They have 25 plus years of experience, getting close to 30 years of experience. There's low startup costs. So we talked about $500, but with Young Living, you can actually get started with much, much less. They have the largest selection of essential oils, oil-infused products, and toxic-free lifestyle brands. So almost every other month, at the end of the month, I will have somebody in my inbox and be like, hey girl, I'm trying to reach this level. Can you buy some products for me? And usually when they do that, I already have that. I have the best makeup in the world. I have the best supplements in the world. I have the best protein shakes in the world. I have the best skincare in the world. It's just absolutely, absolutely amazing. And then just to get into the potential of if you were to choose a home-based business, and if you were to choose to go with health and wellness, and if you were to choose to go with Young Living, um, the average paycheck that you can make just starting out is $26 a month. And what's your monthly investment? Well, in order to get all the commissions, you usually are going to spend $100 in products that you were going to buy anyways, just buying them from your own store. Again, your skincare, what you're going to clean your house with, making sure you have things to put in your diffuser so you're not using toxic candles, stuff like that. The first level that you reach is Star, and they make on average $75 per month. So that almost covers that $100. The next one is Senior Star, which you can make about $250 per month on that. And then the next level is Executive, which you can make around $450 per month with that. The next level is Silver, which on average you make $2,000, which is the level that I'm currently at. The next level is Gold, which somewhere between Silver and Gold, usually most people can retire from their day job. You get 5,700, around 5,700 for Gold, which is the one that I'm working on. Platinum, which we have an individual that frequently does this class with us, that you can make 14,000 per month on average. And Diamond, 35,000 on average per month. And then we have two above that. So that is what I wanted to share with everyone today. So thankful and grateful for those of you that are here with us, and for all of you that are going to watch the replay. Again, why now is the best time to start a home-based business, why health and wellness might be what you want to get into, and why I have chosen Young Living as the best health and wellness company in the world. With that, I'm going to stop the share as well as stop